Hey everyone, this is Jules. Just sharing a couple tags that I made. This is the very last of our, sweetheart Valentine's Day type of projects for the month for February. And I've been doing mine or getting mine in at the end of the month, and I'm going to try and start doing them at the beginning of the month because I would like to challenge you guys to be involved with it too, if you're, if you want to. For the month of February, of course, anything love themed was our design team challenge for the month, and so I decided to go with something that is somewhat neutral in color, not your typical red, pinks, and things like that. So I went with something a little bit more of the shabby chic side as far as color goes and some style and stuff goes. So I'm running out of battery, and I don't know where my cord is for my camera, so I hope that this I can get through the video. So I just used some regular white cardstock to make my tags. I did not use the shipping tags. I cut my own out from the Tim Holtz die, the tag die with the nameplates, and just cut it out of some white cardstock. This is 110 pound weight, I believe it is, the one that I get from Walmart. And using some of the new stuff from Wild Orchid Crafts is the doilies. This is new to me. I don't know if it's completely new to the store, but the doily packs that we have, we get a pack, I think of 20 or something like that. So it's like 5 of each different styles. We've had pink ones and white ones in the past, or white ones. I can't remember now, white or pink in the past, but these are some really cute cream colored heart doilies, paper doilies, and I am using that here. And then I used a lot of muslin in this project with some twine and things. So I use muslin for the tops of the tags, as well as I did here, and I grunged this one up a little bit with the stamp, and I'm using some dollar stamps here too. So the other thing that was new, that's new to Wild Orchid Crafts, is some of the lace. I used this lace here, which is really gorgeous, really pretty. You can see some up close pictures on my blog, and I believe these ones are probably a couple months old. They're not like brand spanking new. So I did some stitching too on here. I'm trying to see what else was there. I believe this lace as well. They had the white, this one is the cream or the natural color, and this is the new one. So I did use some seam binding that we've had in the store in the past, and I used a couple of dollar stamps from my Michaels, actually 3 of them. These are some dollar stamps that you can always find at actually, Craft Warehouse has some dollar stamps too. So this is a woodman stamp. It just says Happy Heart Day, which you see there. And this one says love you, love you, love you, love you. And I just stamped them diagonally here on this tag. And that one there. And this heart one, which is, I believe this one's the Michaels, one of the Michaels ones for sure. And it has these really pretty swirls in it and the scalloped edge, bold edge. And so I used that for my stamping. I stamped the heart one on my muslin, made a banner with the fishtail bottom, and I just tattered it up because it's all frayed on the edges. I used some really old wooden buttons that I had and some of Wild Orchid Crafts twine in the brown. I matched the brown with the color ink that I used to stamp. And I stamped the leaves as well with the same design. And I also used this design to stamp randomly on my muslin for the top part of this tag. Use some of their, actually this is a leftover flat back pearl from the trim down here. And I just used some cheesecloth and some a lily from Wild Orchid Crafts, keeping the wire to make my curly keel. I ended up using a little bit of old paper distress ink and just kind of rubbed it on the lace, and I wet it down so it bleeds, and it just looks like it's just stained. It looks really cool. And I sprayed it with some scintillating silver, and I took one of the gardenias apart, took the sprays out, and used 3 of them here, and used the cabochon, the rose cabochon here for the top of this. Don't know how well you can see that. For the center there. And just some of their satin ribbon. They also have satin ribbons that you can use as well as organza and stuff. So instead I edged the side as well, and I stitched the banner part to the top of the tag. You can see that there, and I just kind of leave these hanging, the threads. I like the look of that. I love the look of all that. So that's very simple tags. And on this one, I created a banner for the top part and stamped it, and then used some glossy accents for the heart. And this is in a brown ink, and I used some old stamp pads that I have had for 3 years, at least 3 years. Just said Anna Griffin, and I believe they're called pigment ink pads. So I used a one that's a sienna color, so it's a very beautiful chocolate brown. And then I used a rose pink, just a pink. And these take a long time to dry, so I did have to put some heat to it, and they do smear and stuff, so you have to just use them. If you're not going to be messing too much with the ink, that's when you want to use you know, something more permanent if you're not going to mess with it too much. So on cardstock as well, I stamped the heart onto 2 pieces of cardstock here, and just put them together and tucked them right here behind my flower bouquet. And I also used some of the same twine to layer underneath the gardenia. And this gardenia, I used the other 2 from this petal, and then I put one of these lilies, one of these, right in the middle, so it has a different type of a center than your regular gardenias. The regular gardenias, this is the one that I used. It's like 5 layers of these twisted petals, and then it's got these little sprays in the middle. So I just tore those out and used 3 of them for this tag, and then the cabochon, and then I used the other 2 for this one, and then used one of the little lilies. This little key here is from Kaisercraft that I stamped with the same stamp, with the same ink, and heat set it. Used kind of a little bit of the tiny little rose and a little bit of frayed burlap ink for this little rose up there and for these 2. And then I used old paper distressing for that one. And then I just tucked in a couple of little roses next to that. Some cheesecloth again with the twine. And then the crochet trim. Then just put these on dimensionals, the little banner. And then a couple of these, I think they're champagne colored. Don't know if I put those away or not. So the little champagne colored flat back pearls from Wild Orchid Crafts, and this is a package of the Kaisercraft wooden flourishes and the keys, small keys actually. They're 2mm size in the plywood. So that's the one that I used for this tag, and that's basically all I did. And sprayed it down. When I inked this one, I just sprayed it down with this interlining silver. Then I put all the layers of everything on there. Very simple to do, and yeah, so just sharing that with you guys. If you have any questions, though, let me know. I would love to help you. I didn't do a tutorial on this because it's a long story, but I didn't do the tutorial on this. But their tags are very easy to make. You know, don't be intimidated. Tags are one of the simplest things to start with. I think if you're going to start scrapbooking, you can also use this tag and put it onto a card, and it's just a decorated card. And then when you open it, it's, you know, it's the card. You can adhere this to a card very easily. Very, very easily. Yep, so if you're interested, the pictures, detailed pictures are over on my blog. And again, if you have questions, let me know. Thanks so much for watching, and hopefully I can get my March's Design Team Challenge out really quick, and then you guys can be part of that with me, and I'll try and be giving away some goodies from Wild Orchid Crafts. So yeah. All right, you guys, the website link is down below, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. Jules sending out of the Jule box for Wild Orchid Crafts. Bye, everyone. Have a great day.